Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a beautiful card using the Country Home stamp set. And here's the card we're going to be making. At the end of the video, I'll show you another gorgeous card made with this set and where I got my inspiration. Let's get started. I always like to bring in my cardstock layers first, so if you need to write down any dimensions, you can do that right away. You can also find all of these dimensions and photos and also product links to check out the details on the products or place an order on my blog. And at the end of the video, you'll have a link that you can click on in the top right corner that'll take you right there. So I've got an oval of Very Vanilla. And I use my layering ovals to cut this out. I've also got an oval that is Blackberry Bliss, and it's just a tiny bit bigger than the Very Vanilla. Then I've got a piece of our Country Lane Designer Series paper. And this is absolutely gorgeous and perfect for all my fall creations. I love the rich colors. The coordinating colors are Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, and Whisper White. And as you can tell, my fingernails are Blackberry Bliss. I am in love with that color. It's such a deep, rich color for fall. You get 2 sheets of each design. So this is one side, that's the other side, one side, other side, one side, other side. So you have a set of 12 different patterns you can pick from, and you get a pack of this 12 by 12 paper for only $11. So that's where this piece is coming from, and this is 1.5 by 5. And then I've got another piece of Blackberry Bliss. This is 2 inches by about 5.5. We're going to be trimming this down for our die. I've got a piece of Very Vanilla that is 5/8 by about 3, and another kind of a scrap piece that is 3/4, and we're going to trim that down to about 3 inches also. A piece for the inside that is 4 by 5.25 of Very Vanilla, and a crumb cake card base, as well as a scrap of our galvanized metallic paper. And ooh, this is brand new, and I'm loving that too. I thought it was perfect for the milk can or the watering pitcher here from the Country Home stamp set. I'm just gonna fold and burnish my 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece of crumb cake for the card base. Then we're going to come in and do a little bit of stamping right away. I'm using Blackberry Bliss for my Very Vanilla layer and the greeting inside. And I'm going to stamp, I love, love, love this font that says Simply Thankful for All the Good Things. And isn't that just so pretty? I love it. And then I'm just going to take that floral image and I'm going to stamp that right down at the bottom just to add a little bit of interest to my card. Cleaning with my chamois. Love this thing. If you guys don't have this, I know I sound like a broken record, but I do love it. It's probably the best cleaning system I've had in a very long time. No more messing with baby wipes that, you know, if you use a lot of them, you're spending money on those. And there's no residue left on the stamps after you've cleaned them. So that's really nice too. Okay, we've got our inside of our layer done. Now what I'd like to do, this galvanized metallic paper, you need to stamp on that with StazOn because of course it's a non-porous surface. I'm going to ink up with StazOn and stamp my water pitcher on this scrap. I'm going to let that dry just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in my Very Vanilla oval and Memento ink. And why am I changing inks? They're both black. Why are you doing that, Kelly? Because we're going to use our Stampin' Blend alcohol markers, and Memento ink is the ink that you have to use with that. Now I'm going to stamp these flowers as close to the top of my oval as possible because our watering can needs to fit on here too. I'm going to come back to this watering can. We don't have a framelit for this, and my friend Suzette sent me a card made with the stamp set, and I was very intrigued by how she cut out her watering can. So I sent her a message and asked her, and I'll show you her little tip in just a second here. This is a super easy image to cut out. There's nothing real tricky about it. It doesn't have a bunch of leaves and stuff on it. So if you're not somebody who likes fussy cutting, this isn't too bad. You can handle it. Promise. Okay, then she took and cut off the handle. Just cut it right off. Well, that's not very attractive. Then she grabbed her scissors and came back in and cut the handle out. And again, nice smooth lines here, not a lot of jagged edges, so that it's pretty easy to cut. There we go. We're going to bring our watering can in here. I'm adding just a little bit of liquid glue, and we're going to put it right at the base of our oval. And like I said, this is a tight squeeze, so make sure you get those flowers stamped towards the top. And let me measure this oval for you. This oval is approximately 3¼ inches from top to bottom, just to give you a little tip on which one you need in those layering ovals. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Now, there's several different ways I could have glued this on. I could have put that whole picture on our adhesive, self-adhesive sheets, but this works out just fine. And now you're just going to bring this back in here and glue it on, and it doesn't even look like it was cut off. You can't even tell. So that was pretty cool. And Suzette shared that with me, which was fabulous. I'm going to glue this on my oval right away. And I love that Blackberry Bliss. It just really makes everything pop. Now I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Blends. These really are the best coloring options. Alcohol markers are just, they flow so nice. You don't have all those icky little scribble lines. I love these. And I find myself using them more and more. I think I've got all the leaves done. Oh, by the way, this is Old Olive Light, and now I'm bringing in Blackberry Bliss, and this is also the light. And I'll color in these little bulby things. I can't remember if Blackberry Bliss is a new color with the Holiday Mini, but I know that the Mango Melody Dark is a new color in the holiday catalog. And I forgot to color my little flower here. I'm going to color that. Okay, then one thing that I did, and I know this is vanilla and it's going to be very light, but I brought in my Stampin' Chalk marker, and I'm going to come in and color the cotton white. And I know it's probably really hard to see in the video, but the cool thing about this is that it really does make the cotton look white in real life. And of course, I wanted that to pop just a little bit too. So there we go. Isn't that a cool look? Let me see if I can get it a little closer, so you can see that that white really does make a difference. Just one more thing to stamp here, and that is our Happy Harvest Blessings. I'm using Blackberry Bliss again for my ink. Ooh, that was good. You never know with those little pieces how those are going to turn out, do you? And then we're going to cut a banner on this end. Now we need to layer it on this one. And this is just the easiest way that I found to do this. And again, I just cut right into the center. That helps me when I am trimming off these ends. Oh, that one looks a little thicker than I want it. There we go. Okay, we're ready to, oh, we've got one more thing to die cut. I'm using the delicate lace edgelets, and I've shown you guys these in the past. They're absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous images you get from these. I am going to, oops, hang on. I see a couple little spots that didn't come out last time. I always try to clean out my dies when I'm done with them so that I'm ready to roll next time. I'm going to take this and put it up against the edge of my Blackberry Bliss. This is my 2" by 5.5, and run this through the Big Shot. I'll be right back. I really do like these intricate edgelet dies. I was worried that they were going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get out, but they really aren't. I've got my Big Shot die brush here. If you guys don't have one of these, it's a necessity. As much as you need paper, ink, and rubber, you need this die brush because look at that. Oh my gosh, so easy. This is the best tool ever invented. Okay, and then again, I like to clean out my die before I put it away so it's ready for me to go again. And I see one little, oh, there's just a couple little spots left in here. Do the maintenance now to make you happy later, right? There we go. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to layer this up against the side of my Country Lane Designer Series paper. So I'm just going to glue this in place. I'm going to take it right up to that stitched line because I think that's a really neat element. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a stitched line that runs right across here. And then I'm going to come in with my scissors and use that top edge as my guide to cut this off. I need to get just a little bit closer there. There we go. Okay, we're ready for assembly. That was pretty easy, right? This isn't a real hard card. Put that right over at the left edge. Then we're going to bring in our Stampin' Dimensionals and pop up our greeting. Oops, let's get that in the center so we don't want that sticking out so people can see it on the front, right? It's not attractive at all. And we're going to put this right about here. Oops, you know what I did? You know what I did. I put my dimensional too close to the edge. And I'm probably going to get it all. Oh, I think I saved it. It doesn't look very good, but nobody will see that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to trim this from the back so that you know it's going to be straight on the front. Let's do a little better job with that one. There we go. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of our oval also. Sometimes they can be rather pesky. Ooh, isn't this just pretty? I love it, but I think it needs one more thing. I think we need to put a little bit of this braided linen trim on it. And I really do like this trim. It's like our linen thread, but it's braided, which makes it a little thicker. And it has some kind of neat properties to it that I will show you. Now you can leave this just like this, so it's all nice and uniform and braided. Or you can take it and you can spread it out and see how cool it looks. I really like this look. I'm going to cut these tails off just a little bit shorter. And then bring in a mini glue dot and put it right on the top of my, whoops. Kelly's having some problems today with sticky stuff. Here we go. Put that right here on the top of our handle. And now our card is complete. And isn't this just the prettiest? I love this card. I love this stamp set. Now there's some more elements that go with the stamp set. One of them being the tin tile embossing folder. And here's the card that I promised to share with you. This was made by my friend Suzette. And I had to call her or I emailed her and asked her, how did you get that handle cut out like that? And that's when she told me that great tip. She stamped hers on crumb cake and then colored in the cotton. And of course it pops more because you've got a darker background there. She also used the silver foil sheets compared to the galvanized metallic paper. So again, beautiful. Here's that tin tile embossing folder. She added a little ink to it and the same Country Lane paper and some beautiful new ribbon that we have in the catalog also. So two really gorgeous cards using the Country Home stamp set. If you guys would like to get your hands on this and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to earn your business. You can click right up in the top right corner. That's going to take you to my blog. You will find this project on there, and down below when you scroll under the pictures and the dimensions that I will share, you'll find ordering links. So you can click on the products. It'll take you right to my Stampin' Up! Store. You can get all the details about them and place an order if you need to add this to your stamping library. For fall, I think you do. It's absolutely gorgeous. Don't forget to click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You don't want to miss anything I have coming out. And once you get to my blog, if you click on the home button, you're going to find that I have a blog hop that also goes live tonight. So if you just scroll down the page, you're going to find all the details for this card and the ordering links. Thanks so much, you guys, for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me. You can watch me every Sunday night on Facebook Live for a really fun interactive class. I give away prizes, and we just have a blast on Sunday nights. I've heard from people that they used to hate Sunday nights, but now they love them because they get to spend it with me, which is just such a sweet thing to say, right? Join me at A Stamp Above - Your Creative Coach on Facebook, Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Central Time. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.